Every sport has its icons, but in football, legends leave their mark with a move. A move so filthy defenders freeze, fans intimidate it, commentators scream it.
Immens Messi, encara 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 Messi, gol, 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 gol.
Some even name it after them. These aren't just highlights, they're legacy. Anyone can score a goal, but only a few change the game. Their moves become trademarks. They don't just break ankles, they break history. This is the story of the 10 greatest signature moves in football and the players who made them unforgettable. Cristiano Ronaldo, the chop. Cristiano Ronaldo isn't just one of the greatest, he's one of the most complete players the game has ever seen. From a skinny teenager at Sporting to global icon at Manchester United, Real Madrid and beyond, he rewrote the record books with pure power, insane work ethic and a hunger for goals. But even in the early days, there was something that set him apart: the chop. It wasn't just a show-off move, it was a weapon. A mid-run slice across his own body, used to change direction at full speed. He used it to carve open defences, to create space from nothing. One chop and the defender is on the floor. It became the heartbeat of his transition, from showman to sharpshooter. Ronaldinho, the Elastico. Ronaldinho was more than a player, he was a performer, a samba dancer with studs on. He made defenders doubt physics, he played with joy and destroyed with a smile. From no-look passes to juggling defenders on the sideline, there was no limit to his madness. But the Elastico, that was his masterpiece. A whip of the foot that sent defenders flying the wrong way. One flick, in and out, blink and you're gone. It weren't just a move, it was pure disrespect. And when Ronaldinho did it, it was art. Johan Cruyff, the Cruyff turn. Johan Cruyff didn't just play football, he redesigned it. A leader of total football, a symbol of Dutch brilliance, and the mind behind modern tactics. But the moment that defined his style came in 1974, a move that had no name. Facing Sweden on the world stage, Cruyff sold a pass, planted his foot and spun into open space, spinning past Jan Olsen. In Olsen's would later recall, "I thought I'd win the ball for sure, but he tricked me. My two qualities were great technique and insight, which happen to be the two things you cannot measure with a computer." The move was later called the Cruyff turn, a subtle move and a perfect reflection of his genius. The Messi-Maradona dribble. You don't stop Messi, you just hope he changes his mind. He's not flashy like Neymar, not built like Ronaldo. He don't dance, he glides. Messi's dribble is different. There's no stepovers, no flips, just chaos. His left foot is a magnet, his balance unbreakable. He weaves through defenders like he's dodging gravity. Always low, always in control. The other day I saw one of his games. He was running with the ball at 100% full speed. I don't know how many touches he took, maybe 5 or 6, but the ball was glued to his foot. It's practically impossible. His goal against Bayern Munich in the 2015 Champions League semi-final, where he dropped Boateng to the ground, was a prime example of the Messi dribble. One moment you're on your feet, the next you're an online meme. Maradona didn't glide like Messi. He surged, like a wave crashing through obstacles. Short, strong and unbelievably balanced, he tore through teams with a ball glued to his foot. The dribble was his rebellion, defying markers, gravity and expectations. He didn't slow down to beat defenders, he dragged them with him. No ball ever had a better experience than when it was at his left foot. The 1986 World Cup quarter-final against England was his canvas. From his own half, he beat 5 men, the goalkeeper and the laws of physics. They called it the goal of the century, but it was more than that. It was Maradona, pure, fearless, untouchable. Stepovers. From the streets to R9 and Robinho. The stepover has been around since the 1920s. It travelled from South America's to Europe's bright lights, evolving with every generation. It was once just a flair move, but R9 and Robinho made it a weapon. R9 was a storm, fast, explosive and utterly unpredictable. His stepovers weren't decorative, they were deadly. No one described it better than Marcel Desailly.
Donc qui part à droite ou à gauche, la balle tu la vois plus. Je te jure il fait fou. La balle elle est où, c'est un magicien.
He'd sprint full speed, then hypnotise defenders with a blur of motion, before striking like lightning. And then came Robinho, the street ball prodigy. His stepovers weren't built for efficiency, they were built for expression. Raised on futsal and street tournaments, he turned the move into a rhythm. He'd roll his foot in circles, bait defenders again and again, not just to pass them, but to humiliate them. Where our 9 stepovers were brutal, Robinho's were playful, both unforgettable. Arjen Robben, the left cut and curl. Robben was predictable, and that's what made him terrifying. Every fullback on earth knew the script. Robben gets the ball, Robben cuts inside, Robben curls it in, and yet no one stopped him. He'd glide down the wing, set the trap, then slice inside like a blade through silk. One left-footed rocket into the far corner, game over. You could scream, "Don't let him cut in," from the stands. But you couldn't stop it. Robben's left foot was law, and defenders were just waiting for the sentence. Neymar, the rainbow flick. Love him or hate him, Neymar entertains. He plays with flair, with freedom, with fire. And when he really wants to humiliate, he pulls out the rainbow. The rainbow flick isn't just rare, it's rude. A full scoop over defenders' heads. Smooth, stylish, savage. It's the kind of move that turns stadiums into theatres and defenders into punchlines. It's a playground move in a Champions League game, but that's Neymar. Whether it's a nutmeg, a shoulder flick or a rainbow, he doesn't just want to win, he wants to embarrass. And when it works, it's unforgettable. Andre Iniesta, the La Croqueta. Iniesta didn't need tricks, he had intelligence. He didn't beat defenders with flair, He built them with rhythm. His movement was pure geometry. But when he needed an escape, he used La Croqueta. A smooth glide of the ball from one foot to the other, slipping through gaps too small to exist. It's the essence of him, deceptive simplicity. 2 touches, no fuss, suddenly he's gone. It's not flashy, it's just devastatingly effective. It's not about being quick, it's about being quicker in your mind and with your feet. Zinedine Zidane, the roulette. Zidane wasn't flashy for the sake of it. He moved like a general, calm, precise, in total command. Every touch had weight, every turn had meaning. In an era of chaos, he made football look like chess. But if there was one move that defined his grace, it was the roulette. The spin, the pirouette, the twist out of pressure like he never even felt it. He didn't invent it, but when Zidane did it, it felt divine. Whether in midfield mayhem or penalty box pressure, his roulette created space where none existed, like magic in motion.
Taken aback by Zidane. He was just off the scale in terms of ability, and not anything that he would do. It's not like he would go and blast a ball in from 30 yards in the top corner every time, but you just pass him the ball, and the way he takes a ball, the way it's almost like it's just on a string. The ball is on a string when he plays. It's always within a certain area, a certain distance of him. When he runs, it's almost like it's part of his body. It was just... And if you pass him the ball and he wanted to turn on a certain angle, he could just manipulate a ball and do it all in one movement, just amazingly well. Strong, quick off the mark. You tried to get near him and his arm would come out and he'd just push you away and burst out. He was 10 yards away from you. He was really, really good. Top class.
Mesut Ozil, the bounce shot. Mesut Ozil was a ghost in midfield. He played with softness and saw spaces before they opened. But his secret move, the bounce shot. Instead of striking clean, Ozil would scoop the ball with a soft lift, bouncing it just before the keeper. It wasn't just used for shooting. Ozil used it to pass the ball too, skipping it into tight pockets with the same controlled bounce. Subscribe for more iconic football stories.